Dad is gone here for a couple days, so I got to mix feed. And Dad probably mixes feed probably at least 98% of the time. That's kind of what he does. I take care of the cows, the breedings, milking and stuff, and just a good combo that's been working for us. So, but when he's gone, the cows still got to get fed, so then I feed them for a couple days here. So we're just going to kind of show you what all goes into our ration and how we feed our cows. Basically, we got 4 main ingredients. We get a concentrate or a protein mix that's in this bin right here, right next to the house. Then they get high moisture corn, haylage, and silage. So how I guess basically we have a nutritionist. His name's Greg LaFave. He's been our nutritionist for 15-20 years, as long as I can remember, basically. And he comes out, samples all of our feeds, and puts together a ration, kind of depending on protein levels and everything else. And he kind of sets that up. We trust him, and it works out all right. So he basically does everything. Gives us a slip or an email saying, okay, feed this much of the protein, this much high moisture. We'll kind of see how the cows, what their components are looking like, what their manure's looking like, and just overall how they're looking. It doesn't change a whole lot. It stays pretty consistent. The only thing that varies a lot is our haylage. It's not even a lot, but you know, it's cut 4 different times a year. There's different stress on it, get different moisture and stuff. So that's something that gets tested every few weeks, probably. Kind of whenever we get into some different haylage, he'll come out and test it. The silage, that all gets chopped and put in the bunker within about a 5-day period. So that stays consistent pretty much all the year long. High moisture corn stays fairly consistent. The moisture might vary just a little bit, but that ain't that big a deal. And the protein, it's basically a soybean meal concentrate. Sometimes you'll put canola in, kind of depending on price and what's the best bang for the buck at the time. And in this mix too, there's different minerals, vitamins, salts, kind of all the other little micro stuff that the cows don't get from our forages is all in here. And he'll switch the protein a little bit depending on how much protein our alfalfa has. So that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah, we'll show you how we mix. So our TMR, it's a PATS. It's a twin vertical screw. So most people at farm know how a TMR works, but these are on this whole tank is on a scale. There's different sensors and stuff. That's how we know how much is getting put in. So right now it says 50, so before we start, we zero it out. Alright, then just turn the switch on, turn the auger on. And open up this slide. Always it likes to plug up if there's a bunch of feed sitting in there at first. So right now they're getting 950 pounds of concentrate. So it just takes a few minutes for this to fill up. Look at that, right on the money. So usually when that gets about 850, shut that slide, let the auger empty out, and it's usually right close to 100 pounds, so it worked out right on that time. So this is our high moisture corn. Basically it's just shell corn that is ground down almost a powder. We try to get it as fine as we can get it. It's a little more digestible that way. And the percent on this is probably it's probably around 30%, maybe a little less right now. We try to get 30, 32. The wetter the better, it seems like, but it's kind of tough combining it when it's that wet. And it doesn't flow out of the box very good when we're trying to unload. So we fill these bags. You'll see a video this fall when we do it, but we use our bagger. We hook up a inline hammer mill onto it. We unload the gravity boxes in that hammer mill. It grinds it up, spits in the bagger, Goes right down the line just like we made the haylage. It's pretty slick, cool machine. Does a good job. But yeah, that'll be this fall. I'll show you that. So I need to put in about, what is it, 3,400 pounds high moisture corn. We put the haylage in, and then silage. See this good, but just alfalfa, pretty much straight alfalfa. Gets chopped with that chopper, put in these egg bags, and that we put in 6,000 pounds of that, and then it's about 11,000 pounds of silage, and that's our mix. The grand total should be about 21,500. This is what it looks like. Last year was some really nice corn, made some really nice silage. So basically what we do is we'll feed from one half one day, have the TMR sitting here, the next day park it there, fill it from the other side, and just kind of feed both sides kind of evenly. You keep from mold starting up, and we try to keep the face as straight as possible, but it's kind of tough to do with a bucket. A lot of farms or videos you see where people have a defacer where it comes here and makes a nice clean cut, but we've been doing this for forever, I guess, and it's been working out all right. Alright, so we got cows fed this morning, milking's done, chores are done, got some breakfast. Now I gotta feed the dry cows and heifers. So we feed them, they get the same batch of feed, and they get fed every other day. The cows get fed every day. Basically, all they get is a bale of hay and silage, then we give them a little salt and mineral. And in the winter time, they'll get a little bit of that rye silage that we chopped in a couple of videos ago, but we tend to feed that when it gets colder out, because in a bag we feed so little of it, it tends to heat up on us. So once it's cold, it keeps a lot better. And we don't have a whole lot of it this year, so we'll feed that this winter. So right now they're just getting hay and silage. So we're gonna mix this up and dump her out. Alright, so that does it for our cow feeding. I just pushed up feed. We dump all feed first thing in the morning. We try to get feed pushed up right at the start of milking in the evening, so they got fresh feed after they get done getting milked. And then when we get done milking, we'll push it up again so they have feed up by the bunk for during the middle of the night. We do it all again tomorrow. So thanks for watching the videos. Hope you're enjoying them. Pray for some rain. See you later.